Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to make some purselane with chili sauce and refried beans. First, you want to make sure that your purselane is nice and clean and the ends are clean. I like to rinse mine off, then soak it in some white vinegar water, just like a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever, to a small bowl of water, and let it set in there for a moment, get it clean, and then drain. While this is in the colander draining, I would like to share with you a few reasons of why I think this should be added to your diet. What an awesome superfood. This annual succulent branches out just like a low-lying, low-spreading ground cover that you can grow about 12 to 18 inches tall, and has rounded spatula-shaped leaves that are smooth and shiny. Small 5-petal yellow flowers will appear at the ends of the leafy stems and blooms from May through November. It's widespread in disturbed areas, cultivated areas, and gardens, even along sidewalks, driveways, and just about anywhere. Although purselane is thought of here mostly as a weed, it's related to moss rose. They're both in the Portulaca family. Purselane has been used by the ancient European and Asian people for many remedies and a source of food. Native Americans and our neighbors south of us in Mexico have used it since it was introduced here in the 18th century for bruises, diarrhea, earaches, burns, pains, stomach aches, headaches, insomnia, gout, sore gums, and the juice mixed with honey for relief of a dry cough, and even more. Crushing the seeds and taken orally were used to kill intestinal worms. Laboratory tests have shown the juice to have antimicrobial properties, and studies have also demonstrated the presence of anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular protective omega-3 fatty acids. Purselane is one of the few plants reported to contain L-dopa and norepinephrine, which is a hormone that reduces bleeding at the tissue level, suggesting a rational scientific basis for the plant's use in traditional Chinese medicine to stop postpartum bleeding. Stop the video to get a screenshot of the ingredients. Okay, let's get cooking. In your pan on medium heat, let's stir fry those onions. Oh, yum, and they smell so good. While that's simmering, you might want to get your refried beans started warming up. Continue cooking your onions until they're still crunchy but not too soft. Stirring occasionally your refried beans until they're nice and hot. Add your garlic and continue stirring. Let the flavors mix. And once they have mixed and everything is starting to really come along, you'll start to see your onions turn slightly transparent. You're going to want to scoot them to the side. And then we will add our chili powder so that we can brown our chili powder. Okay, now you're going to want to add your chili powder. Sprinkle it in the areas where you see the most oil, and just begin to brown it. You don't want it to become too dark, but you do want to brown it a little. It gives the flavor, to come out. I didn't brown it probably long enough, so you may want to try it, browning it a little darker than I did. And then once it's browned, you can continue stirring and incorporating your onions and garlic into that. Oh, this is starting to look so good. I can just taste it already. Now it's time to add your water and tomato juice. And just let that warm up and simmer. And you're going to want to add your chicken bouillon for good flavor. You don't want too much. You can do that to taste, but you don't want it to be too salty, so be very careful. Get it stirred around in there really good. I didn't have everything the recipe called for, so instead I improvised using a half a can of the petite diced tomatoes that are the southwestern style, and then also the better than bouillon chicken flavor, and it turned out really good. Once that's in and warmed up and bubbling, you're going to want to add your purselane. Now, a lot of people think that it might be kind of slimy. It wasn't slimy. It was very good. And just let that simmer in there, not too long, maybe 3 minutes, maybe a little longer if the stems are thicker, possibly even 5 minutes. You kind of use your judgment. Okay, as you can see, the leaves are beginning to turn dark green, and this is what you're looking for. You don't want to overcook this because you want to have some crunch to this. You like the feeling of the crunch in your mouth. It's a surprise and happiness. Okay, as we can see now, it's starting to really come together. It's looking almost done. Let's get this plated up and have a taste. I just came from the garden, so I'm hot and I'm hungry, and it's past 1. So I'm gonna try this now. It's really good. We be fixing this again. I'm glad I tried it. You guys should try it too. This stuff's great. Okay, maybe I'll try a new recipe because I've got a lot of this stuff. The garden's more full of it than any other vegetable. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.